Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana and I am here to align you with your best and highest self. Today I wanted to make a video on how you can tell that you are on the right track, how you can tell that you are where you're supposed to be, even if it seems like things are happening in your life and you're not able to get clarity, you're not able to see the end of the line. I want to tell you that if you found this video, that means that you are in the right frequency to align with your goals, with your aspirations, with your dreams. All you have to do is really believe in yourself. You really have to trust in the process. You have to align with that highest version of yourself that already knows that you're gonna be okay, that things get figured out, that miracles happen every day, every single moment, every breath we take. There are multiple miracles happening in the world around us. And how could it not also happen for you? If you're seeing this video, not only something happened in the algorithm, but your highest self knew that you were ready to receive codes of information to remind you that anything is possible. And the clearer you get your vision, the clearer that you get with your intention, the clearer that you are able to visualize and feel a 360 experience all around you, from what you see, from what you hear, from what you're smelling, from what you're touching, from what you're sensing, from what you're allowing to reach you, to reach your portal, to reach your body, to reach your mind. You are in alignment. You know that you're in alignment when you feel this peace inside of you, when you have a sense that regardless of anything that's happening around, you know you're gonna be okay. And sometimes it's very hard to get to that position where you know that you can trust and be able to relax into a receptive mode, which is why it's so important to allow yourself to feel with your feminine energy, be able to receive. As in nature, there is duality. We have masculine energy, which is action, initiation, which is going after what we want. And we need a complement to that. And that is that beautiful feminine energy that allows you to not only be able to be a recipient to what you want, but just to relax and allow things to come to you naturally. Things that are for your highest good, things that are in alignment with your vision, with yourself, with your heart's desires. All of those are going to have a good frequency that you don't need to do much about. Actually, it's when we are relaxed, when we feel trust, when we feel that we are able to just give into a moment and allow it to be whatever it needs to be. That's when things just effortlessly align in front of us. Yesterday, I was hanging out with one of my best friends, and we are able to have this really beautiful energy where we both complement one another, where we both are able to match each other. Like, we can even finish each other's sentences. We can feel each other's thoughts in a way. And the most magical things happened. We just aligned with beautiful moments, people of influence that we didn't even know that they were undercover superhumans. We were able to just like look around, get signs, get symbols, but it was because we trust, we believe, we are able to connect and accept them and be grateful to receive those messages, those downloads, that we are kind of like an arrow. We are going towards the right direction. And that inspired me to create this video today. The beautiful thing is that these moments, they can happen to anyone randomly. And when we connect with people who also have a high frequency, we magnetize things to take speed even faster. And I cannot even count how many serendipity moments I experienced yesterday, probably like 90. Everywhere we looked, everything. She's from the country Georgia, and in New York City, there's not a lot of Georgian places. And as soon as she mentioned Georgia, I noticed that the capital, the name was just right there, and I just pointed, look. And she was just amazed, speechless. And things like that can happen. Things like that might seem like little nothings, like ordinary things. When we take ordinary moments and we allow them to be magical, then we get more of that. Then it's like we open a door for the universe to be able to deliver more for us, because it's fun, and you have to feel that fun energy to be able to feel that energy that allows things to come to you. Because if we're not open, if we're not receptive, if we are not ready for them, they will show up eventually, but it's not gonna be the same speed. And since everyone has free will, we cannot receive something that we are closed off from. We cannot receive something that we're not okay ordering or believing that it's going to arrive to us, or without realizing, subconsciously believe that we're not worthy of them. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't believe that we're worthy of them at the level of the mind. It means that we have accepted that they are not part of our lives, because we have to work towards them, because circumstances have to change first, because our perception of what reality means involves steps to take. And the thing about aligning with your highest version is also realizing that in order to align, you don't have to do anything, you just have to be. It's not about doing something to have something to then achieve something or be someone. No, it's backwards. We have to be that person first, because if we're not that person first, we're not gonna be able to make decisions like that version of ourselves that already has it figured out, that already has the money, that already has the husband, that already has the partnership, that already has the lifestyle of her dreams. And if we're not able to align with that, we are signaling to the universe that we are not ready. And that has to do everything from what we thought, what we believe, what we consume, what we listen to, who we surround ourselves with. And sometimes we need to take a detox and not only cleanse our surroundings, but also cleanse energies, people around us, whether they are friends, their family, their co-workers, they're just people around us who might clog more of our vision. And how we know that that's the case is that we notice that things seem to have more friction around them, and so we're connecting to friction, we're gonna get more friction. So we want to be able to first relax, be able to enjoy our own presence first, enjoy how wonderful it is that we're alive, that we have health, that we have a roof over our head, that we have family members who love us, that we have people in our lives who love us, whatever it may apply for you. We have to be able to be okay receiving, and that involves being okay being ourselves, being comfortable being in our own skin, looking at ourselves in the mirror and being so happy with what we see, with that reflection, and doing it over and over again. And after time, after days, you're gonna notice that you just look different, you vibrate different, you radiate different. And the more that you take steps into daily reminding yourself that you are absolutely where you have to be, you already have what it takes. You already have what you need. All you have to do is align with it. Then you remove resistance. You clear the path, so that way it can come to you more effortlessly. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful and you were able to take some value out of it. If you have not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe, leave your comments down below, hit the like button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.